Alright, let's start another one. Alright. This time it's a coffee dripper. Okay. So our health is special, and we can't get it back. But we kind of still want to do as many elites as we can because we're playing Watcher. Fires aren't that important, but we can still use them for upgrades. Looks like this rightmost path is okay. Actually, wait, we can get a Mega Elite and extra fires here if we're willing to go through a shop. I think I am willing to go through a shop as long as we get 3 fights. Yeah, this could be like Serpent too, so it could be really strong after this shop. Okay, double defend, double strike. Take 2 permanent health damage that we can never get back to Jawworm on floor 1. So we've got base mods, Slay the Relics, Bestiary, Minty Spire, and Relic stats. So we can like mouse over things and see how much they've done. If there's anything else we should install, let me know. This is lethal. I actually don't really like the boss title thing on the map. It's like really a shadow box and blinking red text in the middle of the screen. Like, why can't we do it in like the nice gray text that they've got like over here in the corner? Like, what in the world were you thinking? This is like absurdly loud. You say at worst it's distracting. Yeah, it's really distracting. It's very bad. Follow-up study, just lucky. I would like to pick an attack, but we're also a 4 energy deck, so study makes some sense. We do not want to be a slow deck. Coffee dripper and being slow kills you, because we get chunked down little by little. And then we die, right? So, like, study is a card that makes us kind of slow, and it can make us lose some health. So I think I'm gonna start with follow up here, but I do like the study. I won't do it. Is this lethal? It is, right? 24 plus 9 is 33. 14 kills him. Yep. Oh, Watcher. Never change. Hey, there's a conclude. That card seems pretty good. I've played that card before. We also want to end our turns with attacks. That's an attack that ends your turn. Done. Okay. I guess it's Eruption Vigilance. I don't want to take damage, but... I guess we could do Vigilance, Eruption, Defend, Strike. Right? Yeah. And that doesn't take any damage and guarantees lethal next turn. Guaranteed lethal. Sounds great. I'll take it. Wave of the Hand, Pressure Points, Indignation are the picks here. All of them are weird cards. Doesn't seem like we need a weird card. Indignation would be our second Wrath enter. Seems like being in Wrath and concluding is pretty good. Wave of the Hand is obviously a top-tier card later in the game. Doesn't really seem like we have a lot to support that currently. Indignation is the fast card of the bunch. Indignation is if you want to go fast, pick this card. Make people vulnerable, explode them. Sure. Alright, that's our easy pool. Living Wall. Okay, I've been wanting to see Living Wall for a while, because I want to... Before I've been removing a strike, or taking an upgrade if there's a really good upgrade. I guess there is a fairly good upgrade here, Conclude or Eruption, both good upgrades. But I want to try transforming a Defend. Transforming helps give the deck a little bit more identity, and it dilutes the... It's the maximum dilution strategy, right? So if you're trying to outnumber your basic cards with other cards, you should pick Transform. I've always been super down on Transform effects, but there was a long discussion on Terrence's channel a couple days ago that made me question my my previous position. So I'm gonna try it now, even if it's not like amazingly good right now, because we've got the upgrade that's really good. Crescendo. Okay, so now we've got 3 Wrath Enters on floor 4. That seems like a lot. Fasting, we're a 4 energy deck. With a 0 cost attack. Can't afford Mirror, and I'm not sure we would want to. We can afford Fasting Halt. Fasting and Halt are great together. Seems like we're likely to be in Wrath a lot, so Halt seems pretty good. The Hierophant, the gold theme guy. Yeah, I don't think I've actually played him, but I think I saw somebody else play him. I think he's got Hierophant. I had a coworker at Ectra Games who made the mod where you like can have slimes. Like it's a character where you play as a slime guy. I think I'm gonna do Fasting Halt. I think that's gonna be the plan. Can we afford that? Yes. Yes, we can. With 2 gold extra. Okay. Sweet. Alright, let's go get some upgrades. Upgrade on Fasting seems great. So now we're back to being a 3 energy deck sometimes. Strength Pot versus Gremlin Knob. I think I want to save the Strength Pot for the Mega Elite fight, if possible. It's kind of a slow start, though. And we have Coffee Dripper. So slow could mean lethal. Strike Conclude is 24 damage. He's starting at 90. That's, I believe, his max health. So if we do 24 to him, he's at 76. Oh, wait. 66. Yeah, 66. If he's at 66, do we ever kill him next turn? Definitely not. I think I am going to drink the Strength Pot. I think I respect a Gremlin Nub. I think it's going to be like Fasting, Defend, Strike. And then try to kill him with like Crescendo, Indignation, and a bunch of nothing next turn. Let's see, does that actually work? If next turn we Crescendo, Indignation, Strike, Follow-Up, we have 6 Strength. We've done 10 damage, so he's at 50. 6 Strength, so this does 12 damage naturally, but then we're in Wrath with Vulnerable, so it does 3 times damage. So it does 36, and this does... Yeah, that is actually lethal. Okay. So if we can draw these 3 cards, we have lethal next turn with this line. Obviously not guaranteed, but... we didn't get the Indignation. We did get Vigilance. So based on your past few weeks, what's your percentage win rate of Watcher? Approximately 50. I think I'm like 1 or 2 games below 50. So do we have lethal without it? So we currently have 25 damage, so if we double it, it should be 50. So that should be lethal. Sweet. Okay. Mercury Hourglass. Brilliance? Huh. It's either Brilliance or Cut Through Fate. I think it's probably Cut Through Fate. Cut Through Fate, get a Weave. It pays off fasting pretty well. Does the damage number over your head calculate weak? Yes. It just adds up all the enemy's damage. But obviously, if you want to figure out if applying weak will change the damage, you have to do that yourself. I don't think we ever take Swivel. Excuse me. Does the Mercury Hourglass change anything? No. That's what Safe's coming for. Exactly. I think we have to just, like, pick cards to dilute all the Wrath Enters. There's just way too many Wrath Enters in the deck right now. So I need to pick something that's not that. I guess Brilliance just, like, does 24 damage in Wrath. Both Brilliance and Cut Through Fate are a single damage proc that costs 1 energy. Brilliance just does 5 more. In Wrath with Vulnerable does 15 more damage. It's a lot more. We have to go fight a Mega Elite, like, next floor. What are we upgrading? Probably Eruption. Yeah, Cut Through Fate is nice with 4 energy. That is true for sure. We don't have any scrying now, so we're not, like, super looking for scry interactions. Also, the scry interactions generally aren't good. The only one that's good is Weave. You definitely don't want, like, a Nirvana generally, which are, like, the 2 scry synergy cards. I guess Golden Idol is also scry synergy, but that's a rare relic. I mean, I'm not saying that Weave isn't good. Weave is good, but I'm just arguing against plenty of good scry interactions. There's like 1 good one and 1 bad one. I wouldn't really say that's plenty. I'm gonna take Brilliance. It does more damage. I think we're up against either Lagavulin or Sentries in a second, so I'd rather just, like, be able to blow them up than be able to Cut Through Fate. Maybe it ends up being good. Pick some mantra stuff. Yeah, if you have 4 Cut Through Fates, Nirvana's fine, but, like, you know, not many decks have 4 Cut Through Fates. Gremlin Horn, okay. It's good against Sentries. Hey, there they are. Colorless Pot could be... it's funny, we have Mercury Hourglass, but they have 3 regen. It's just like Mercury Hourglass doesn't exist. Colorless Pot could be Hand of Greed, which could be 60 gold in this fight. I guess we'll wait until Hand of Greed is lethal to do it. We want to attack last, right? Because we have a follow-up, yeah. So double defense strike is going to be the line. Crescendo, halt, double strike, conclude. Let's see what the colorless pot is. Dramatic Entrance is pretty good. So Dramatic Entrance does 16, Conclude does, what is it, 24? 16 plus 24 is 40, so he's dead, we're just killing everybody. Okay, great. So that kills everyone. Bonk. A Bottled Tornado. I don't believe we have... Oh, we have Fasting. Oh my god. Bottled Fasting. There's the Nirvana. Deceive Reality is another way to proc Fasting. We get two procs of decks like Halt with that. Praise a Mantra card. We do have a Brilliance. Can always get Nirvana plus Melange and build your own terrible Abacus. Wait, are you talking about terrible... oh, you are talking about Abacus. You're right. I thought for a second Sundial. Why is Melange so bad? I don't understand Melange at all. Like, how did they end up with such a bad shop relic? Class-specific shop relic. It's like the power cap on a class-specific shop relic is sky high, and they're just like, nah, how about Melange? Like, shop relics are some of the best relics in the game already, and then, like, class-specific shop relics are even better. Except for Watcher. Watcher just gets completely nothing. That's true. I mean, I'm not complaining about Watcher's overall power level, just an individual relic. These cards are all takeable. I think Nirvana's probably the weakest. Prey and Deceive Reality are both very strong. Yeah, I don't think you guys have a consistent approach to balance. Balance, like, okay, there's a lot of different things that you can mean when you talk about game balance, and one of the things that you mean, or that you can mean, is that all of the types of things that you can do, or all of the like options, should be roughly balanced, right? Like that's the most that's the like Aleph Zero, like most obvious interpretation, and like Watcher is unbalanced specifically because that relic is not on the same tier as all the other ones. It's out of balance in that specific way. Obviously, Watcher is the easiest class with which to win the game at a high level of play, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is that there is a balance problem, and it is that Melange is too weak. Not everything is win rate. There's a lot more to game design than that. Silent has definitely gotten a lot better recently. It's possible that Silent is better than Watcher now, but I would say very unlikely. Is that internal balance versus external balance? I think that there's like a Dunning-Kruger analogy there, where it's like there's a lot of lenses through which you can look at game design, and I think that maybe there's a lens through that uses terms like internal balance and external balance that like is describing the right kind of thing. But I think probably you're going to need to use more words to talk about game design because it's complicated. So maybe internal balance versus external balance does mean the right thing, but if so, I don't understand it. The design of Evoland yesterday. I don't know Evoland. I think I might take the Deceive Reality. Deceive Reality is like more obviously useful. Whereas, like, we've already got a lot of stance-changing stuff. I don't really want a card that, like, does nothing but changes stances. Especially if it's not immediately useful. Oh, we're definitely going to take the Bottled Tornado on the fasting. Thank you. Scrap Ooze. We've got one more elite to get through. We do have Coffee Dripper, so our health is a precious commodity here. But there aren't going to be any. There's only one campsite left in the act anyway, so it's not like. Ideally, we weren't going to rest there anyway, so I think we're just going to treat this like a normal Scrap Ooze. 52 is fine. 46 is okay. 39. 39 is getting close to the line, but I'll click one more time. Sweet. We could lose our fasting plus. I didn't know you could. I didn't realize you could give away bottled cards in this event. Rainweed can take bottled cards. That's odd. Distilled Chaos is not super useful in the deck. Distilled Chaos is gonna enter Wrath or like conclude our turn or something. 63 gold is pretty cheap, though. Would I buy a 63 gold Distilled Chaos? It's kind of funny that he puts us to 1 gold. How can one lose relics, and especially bottled relics? You can lose one to Naloth. Naloth can take one. I think that's the only way to lose relics, is Naloth. This, like, Distilled Cast is probably worth some health. The 63 gold is probably not worth health. So I think based on, like, a liquidity concern, it's not really accurate to ask, am I willing to pay 63 gold for this Distilled Chaos? It's more like, which one of these unconvertible quantities is more valuable to me? I think it's probably Distilled Chaos. Tiny chest, okay. Could go left and maybe get an extra tiny chest. Maybe get an extra tiny chest proc in the run. Or go right and get an elite right now. An elite gives us a card reward as well as a relic. This is like a hypothetical maybe someday relic. But the question mark could also do stuff now. Question mark could like heal us. No, it can't heal us because the only healing is cleric and we don't have enough money. We don't want serpent. Yeah, I think we're gonna go fight an elite. Okay. Looter, we don't have any money. Leave us alone. Fasting, Deceive Reality, Safety. I guess if we're gonna play Deceive Reality, Safety, we don't really need fasting. We'd just be setting up fasting for next turn. Yeah, but setting up for next turn is still really good. We could take 3 to do 11 damage. I think we're probably winning the fight without taking any damage already. So I'm gonna try that. Is it lethal? This does 34. Seems pretty lethal. Do you get extra money back from these guys with Golden Idol? You do. Yes. Second halt seems super good. We've got fasting, bottled, and 3 Wrath Hunters. Yeah, it's super fun to increase your money by robbing the robbers. Alright. Fasting, Indignation, Conclude. We could play Distilled Chaos. If Distilled Chaos hits Eruption or Crescendo, we can use Indignation for the extra vulnerable. I think I'm going to do it. It can't hit Conclude because it's in hand. So we have some extra energy, so I'm going to develop a safety too. Whabam! Wallop. Not the greatest fasting card of all time. But it's a pretty good card. We've got a lot of Eruption enters. Eruption, Wallop, Halt, Exit. It's a pretty good plan. We did use a potion on him, so you would expect to perfect that fight with a potion. It's a late Act 1 elite. Yeah, I don't think I require too much convincing to take a Wallop, generally. Have to smith something. Crescendo gets decosted. Wallop gets a bigger number. The bottled upgrade fasting is nice. Turns your coffee dripper into can't rest +4/+4. Kinda. We also draw one fewer card on the first turn and have 2 less energy on the first turn, if you want to think about it that way. Having 2 less energy on turn 1's kind of a big deal. Or 1 less energy. Because the other one's baked into the +1 energy from the coffee dripper. Yeah, let's upgrade Wallop. Okay. Fasting Strike conclude. Hold the Crescendo. Sure. I guess Crescendo lets us double the damage from Akabeko. Crescendo conclude. Do 50 damage. Nah. I guess we would have gotten the exit. That was the thing I was worried about. Brilliance, Deceive Reality. We're coming in here with a lot of health. Blocks for 20, take 4. I guess Deceive Reality safety blocks for the same amount for less energy. Hey Glade Pixie. Didn't you win yesterday? Yes, I did. I already lost today. Yeah, today's been kind of a struggle. Twitch was not working earlier, so I couldn't go live on time. And then I started a run and swapped into Tiny House and died to Hexaghost. This is our second Hexaghost of the day. Hi, Glade Pixie. Yeah, I feel pretty good about Vigilance, Deceive Reality, Brilliance. Oh. Just kidding. Crescendo, Indignation, Wallop, Strike. Yeah, I think it's time to go. Oof, next turn's not good. I guess we have 2 halts, though. We'll be in Wrath. Wallop for 50. It's Act 1 Wallop. Come on. It's not fair to Hexaghost. Double Hall Flux for 40. What the hell? This game is so crazy. Sure. So Marinda, here, let's take a look. So Divider does H times 6 damage, where H is the player's current health divided by 12 plus 1. So that's why Hexaghost will hit you for more if you're at higher health. The more you know. Is this legal? What the hell? That chart is part of Bestiary. Blasphemy, Spirit Shield are the other options. Or, sorry, Omniscience, Blasphemy, Spirit Shield are all the options. There's nothing I'm super excited to Omniscience. Indignation's kind of fun. Enter Wrath and do Vulnerable, but for 4 energy, I'd need more than that. We could, like, theoretically Omniscience Fasting, but then we'd have to not play it on turn 1, and I kind of want to play it on turn 1. Blasphemy seems insane, and we have a Conclude in the deck. It's a Wallop, too. A lot of good value out going into Divinity. Also, we want to be fast because we're a Coffee Dripper deck. This card's very fast. So I think we're probably going to choose that. Okay. Well, what do we do here? Busted Crowd seems bad. We are... Excuse me. We're not done building the deck. Velvet Choker seems bad. We want to play a lot of cards because of fasting. Could cry. Is Sir Artemal here? Maybe we should pick Velvet Choker just to make Sir Artemal mad. Problem with Choker is we go up to being a 5 energy deck. I mean, a Bottled Fasting is probably the best time to pick Choker, right? Because it means we're going to always be taking nice dense turns. Could take Calling Bell. The Curse hurts. We don't like the Curse. What are we hoping for? Oddly Smoothstone's super good. Demaru makes Brilliance hit harder. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pick the Choker. Kind of a weird pick on Watcher. Usually not a big Choker fan, but it does encourage us to pick cards that are good against Time Lords. So that's something. We're still going to be hunting elites. We're very good against elites here. And going to be avoiding hallway fights. We do want bites, though. For specifically bites, we want those because we have Coffee Dripper. So I guess we want question marks. Question marks and elites. There's 3 elites here. We can get 2 question marks before it. Boo. We could pick up a couple of extra question marks if we went all the way left. Do 3 here, and then 2 elites, and then 2 more. I guess it's 2 here, and then also the same 2 here. So it's 4 total. Looks like max question marks is like 7. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 1 elite path. In our last run, we had a Toxic Egg. So if we had a Toxic Egg and a Coffee Dripper, we would literally go on the 7 question mark path. We would want both Apparitions and Bites, despite that being insane. We just want the 3 elite path here. It is 1 extra hallway fight, which is unfortunate. I guess we can take the question marks first. Go here. Actually, we kind of want the question marks after, right? Because if we take Bites, they take a portion of our max HP, so we want to lose HP first and then get the Bites. Okay. Is this lethal? We have to check because we're playing Watcher. We have 5 energy, so we can play Fasting, Indignation, straight Conclude. Probably is lethal with a Flex Spot. This does 42. Yeah, so with a Flex Spot, this would be lethal. Jeez. The other plan is like fasting vigilance conclude. Does 21 blocks for, or sorry, does 25 blocks for 12. We take 10 damage. So Flexbot saves 10 health here. I'll save 10 health with the Flexbot. Wait, was that Flexbot not necessary? Could I have saved the Flexbot? I think that was just lethal without Flexbot. Yeah, I think I just wasted Flexbot. I think I can't restart because I'm on the reward screen now, but yeah, that Flexbot got us nothing. Darn it. Oops. We have mods. We could just like, I think we could cheat and give ourselves a Flexbot, but that's kind of too much. Evaluate's kind of nice. I guess Insights and Choker are not good friends. I could see taking an empty body, since we have so many Wrath Enters. But I don't think I'm going to pick it right now. Birds. Fasting Blast may conclude. Yeah, it's probably lethal. It is lethal. Yeah, this is 75. Get the heck out. Goodbye. Third halt. It's a bit much. Dude, if I could bottle Fasting, Blasphemy, and Conclude, I would be so happy. Bottled Tornado, bottled Lightning, bottled Flame. Give it all to me. I'd take them. Doing 75 damage on turn 1 solves like every fight until Act 3. And even then it solves most Act 3 fights. Solves like triple Jaw Worm and otherwise scary stuff. The only things it doesn't solve is like Orb Walkers and Writhing Mass and stuff. And obviously Elites. I think third halt is a no. The first two have been really good, though. Maybe we do want a third halt. You know what? I'm going to take a third halt. We want a second fasting, too. Just give me all this stuff. We haven't taken any damage from these, so I don't think we want to take our conditional line of 7 question marks. I think we're going to go for the extra elites. Alright, first hard pool fight. Fasting, Wrath Strike. Okay. Could hit Chosen instead of Cultist. I'm gonna hit Cultist. I'm going to wait for Conclude or Mercury Hourglass to kill Cultist. And I think I'm going to stay in Wrath. Yeah, it's almost safer to stay in Wrath with the halts. Almost. Not really. Double halt blocks for 40, so we can just kill cultists and block out. I want to strike at the end of the turn. Conclude to end fights. Seems good. Rushdown with 3 Wrath Enters. And a couple halts. Seems pretty good. Rushdown with Chokers, not amazing. But it's still a rushdown. I'll take it. Here's Bites. They cost a little bit of current HP, but you gotta imagine Bites and Dripper, good combination. We also still have all of our original strikes, so we get to upgrade all of them. The Joust. We are going to shop this act. We're forced into it. So I'm going to take the low variance line. Darn, no Divinity Conclude for me. Fasting, Vigilance, Bite, Block Pop. Or we could look for Divinity Conclude. If we had one of the parts of Divinity Conclude, I would take it. But having none of them means it's probably not right. Okay. I'm gonna bite Taskmaster. Let's see. So we have 5 strength. So Conclude hits for 17, 34. I guess I want to put somebody under 34. Okay, so I'll attack Red Slaver as per usual. Get full VA of the block pot. There's the Blasphemy. 17 times 3 is what? 30 plus 21 is 51. So it's not lethal on Taskmaster. This hand's pretty terrible, though. There's no attacks. We could make everybody vulnerable, but then stay in Wrath mode. So I'm gonna go ahead and look. Okay. Brilliance Bite is 21, not enough damage to kill Red Slaver. So if we do Wrath Mode Conclude, this is going to hit for 34. He's below 34. We could put him below 34 and then bite Taskmaster. Okay, turns out we're going to be hitting everybody for 12, because we're weak. So that would put him to 14. That would put him under 12. So we're going to wallop you. And then follow up and bite you to kill 2. Eruption Double Bite, I believe, is lethal. In fact, if I want to do 2 bites, I have to do 1 before we erupt. Okay. Lantern is super nice. So now we do have the, whatchamacallit, the coffee dripper fasting thingamajig. Where it doesn't even take the extra turn 1 energy. Hey, Redbeardy. How's it going? Yeah, we had a 1 out of 3 win streak. We had a 5-hour run yesterday where we like got a Black Star swap and got like every single thing, but still took the run super seriously, and got a win. And just like perfected the heart with 4 extra potions. And then today we swapped into a tiny house, and even though we tried really hard, we died to Hexaghost. Maybe could have tried a little harder. But Yeah, we did. I think, what was it? It was 5 Act 1 elites. With Black Star. It was very silly. The first one gave us wing boots, so made it all go. Signature move. We don't have much extra draw, and we have quite a bit of energy. And we want to turn our energy into a small number of cards because we have Choker. Signature move is a small number of cards. How many attacks are in the deck? 1, 2, 3. I guess signature move and conclude is kind of a no-bow, huh? 3, 4, 5, and then 5 bites, so 10. Signature move should be playable if it doesn't co-occur with conclude, but it's going to co-occur with conclude too much for me to be comfortable picking it, so I'm going to skip here. Study's an option, but Insights and Velvet Choker are not good friends. Okay, 2 more elites. 2 more elites. We got the fasting, we got the blasphemy, we did not get the conclude. Also, he has more than 75 health, so wouldn't work. We'll bite for some health and save a safety for later. Oops, should have done that in the other order because we have follow-ups. Crescendo Bite Conclude is not lethal, right? 24 plus 34. It's 58. Not lethal. Halt is kind of too expensive to consider. Safety seems good. So it's like Safety Bite Conclude. Take 2. Rush down, draw some cards. Feel pretty comfortable being in Wrath mode when he's only hitting for 10. We've got some 0 cost stuff. So let's go for it. And we've got an exit. Or we could take lethal. I like lethal too. Flurry seems bad with Choker. I think this is the 3rd pressure points we've been offered. Battle him with fasting. Our first hand would be too messed up, so no. Skip. Fight an elite. All right, well, this is kind of a scary elite. He's hitting for 14. If we crescendo wallop, we block for 42, so we can block 28. Okay. I mean, might as well get started strong, right? I'm sorry, did I say 42? I meant 50. Not lethal. We do have 2 halts, though, so probably not dying either. I did that in the wrong order again. Hey, 4B. You're awake. I only timed you out for 4 minutes, so I was kind of worried. I was like, oh no, what happened to him? 2 bites seems good. Take that, Coffee Dripper. A Molten Egg, followed by a Talk to the Hand. Talk to the Hand, obviously not amazing with Choker. You fell asleep after words. Okay. We do have a Brilliance, so Prostrate has a little bit of special value. Also, Prostrate, quite good with fasting. Blocks for 8 rather than 4. 8 is a larger number than 4, been told. What if fasting also gave you, like, gain 4 extra divinity whenever you would gain divinity? And this gained you 7, or mantra. This gained you 7 mantra. That would be insane. Fasting would be much better. Hard to skip Talk to the Hand, though. There's actually not that many attacks in the deck. We have like a follow-up and stuff. Yeah, Talk to the Hand's a good card. Get on in here, Talk to the Hand. And Chaku, extra energy. I've got a Lantern, which is extra energy, Gremlin Horn, Velvet Choker, and Coffee Dripper. Maybe this is a blue key. I don't know if I've ever turned a Nunchaku into blue key before. Nunchaku is pretty good. We just picked up a Talk to the Hand. So, like, more attacks is better. However, you know, we have Choker, so we don't want to lean into that too hard. The Tiny House run died to Hexaghost. We made some very aggressive plays to, because otherwise we weren't going to get enough damage. And we ended up stuck in Wrath and took like 36 damage on a 2-attack turn, not the 6x6 turn. One of the 9x2 turns. Or the 9x2 turn? There's only one 9x2 turn, right? Because he only does the... It's Tackle that does the 6x2, and he only does that once after he inflames. Anyway, that move killed us. How weak can Nunchaku possibly be? It's a little bit of extra energy. We have Fasting. Alright, I guess we could develop Fasting and Rushdown. Wallop's a bit of a waste of our Akabeko, since we don't need a... whatchamacallit? The block. Maybe we just Wallop on Chosen and try to, like, Divinity conclude the fight. Yeah, it is a Fasting deck, for sure. Pog's not in short supply here at all. We're only going to get 7 blocks, so he's going to hit us a little bit. We can't knock him down. Don't have enough attacks, thanks to his Sender's Bane. We could probably kill him with Explosive Pot. There are worse ways to use an Explosive Pot. We need to do 13 damage, which we can do. Yeah, okay. Gets us an extra bite. This looks lethal. 10 plus 18 plus some other number. Set up Nunchaku on 8. Seems fine. Second Fasting is something we're looking for. We've got a lot of energy. 6 energy deck with 2 Fastings. Seems dope as hell. I'm into it. Let's do it. Darn, where's my... Man, we got that Divinity Conclude thing a couple times, and I was very excited about that. That hasn't happened since then. But this is the perfect turn for it. Divinity Concludes 75 damage on turn 1. Can we kill Red Slaver? Because if we can, we would Gremlin Horn off of him. This would do 40. Yeah, we can definitely kill him. But then we're in Wrath. These guys hit for 40 if they're enraged. The Blessing Force doesn't actually do anything, does it? The outs are Wallop, Conclude, Halt, Vigilance. There's 2 halts, or 3 halts rather. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outs. It's not bad. 7, so it's like 1 out of 3. Even if it doesn't work, we still have killed this guy. That's pretty valuable. Okay, I would like to not die, please. Wallop's like, I got you, fam. No dying today. Can I get a conclude? Nope. This already blocks for 26. Might as well take the more efficient damage. Oh. Yeah, okay. Centennial Puzzle. Not normally great with Coffee Derper, but we can afford to take a little bit of damage now because we have bites. Still not super excited about taking damage. I don't think any of these are great at being fasting targets. I guess we have Empty Fist. Hey, Carly. Doing okay. We already lost the first round of the day. We had a tiny house swap. So we're trying to pick one up with Coffee Derper. I'm going to change the pace here a little bit. I think we're going to speed this run up. Because if I don't, I'm going to be here until 2 o'clock. And my stream is theoretically supposed to end in 12 minutes. I think we're skipping these. Alright, a lot of good stuff here. Preserved Insect, War Paint, a 4th Halt. Good a Purity for the Rushdown combos. We do have a Rushdown, theoretically. Card remove on Defend should probably happen. Or maybe on Bite, actually. Might have too many bites. Yeah, I think probably bites before Defend. Could pick up War Paint. Could hit Indignation, Crescendo, Halt, Deceive Reality. Not a lot of good targets. It's probably not good, yeah. Mayhem's probably not good with Velvet Choker. Preserved Insect is always insane. Let's do like Preserved Insect, card remove, and a potion. Got kind of too much money for a potion. Alright. Do we smith a bite? Oh no, we probably want this other fasting upgraded. Blasphemy would be kind of nice, actually. We're trying to line up like Blasphemy and Conclude all the time. And it sucks when that doesn't work. Blasphemy Plus, not particularly useful against Collector. Yeah, I think let's upgrade a Bite. We need to get some health out of this next floor. Maybe this fight to try and cheese it. If it's like Centurion Mystic, we can theoretically bite them to full health. Let's go for that. Because I think if we don't get higher health, we're going to die to the boss here. This is a bad decision. Let's do this one. That's a good decision. Okay. It is Centurion Mystic. Sweet. Take a big chunk out of Centurion. We could probably kill him now with Blessing the Forge, but if we leave him alive, then she's going to switch to healing next turn. Worst case scenario, we can attack bottom to death next turn. Okay, she's healing. We're biting. Alright, so we shouldn't ever need to be in Wrath again. And safety is going to be really nice to keep around. I don't think we want the other fasting, right? I guess I don't really want to draw the fasting, but... Alright, bite is enough to force her to heal. So we'll just end there. Because she's not healing right now, she's buffing. Let's get the rush down out of the way, so we don't have to draw that again. Can we talk to the hand? Bite? Yes, that's only 24. So we would end up blocking for 10. She hits us for 7. Oh wait, we can just safety. I was trying to think about like how long it would take me to recoup the health. Okay. Your move, Mystic. I want to bite, but I can't. Maybe we should fasting to make like halt block for more. At some point we'll have to kill her. I don't think we're getting to full health. I'm glad you like the Twitch overlay. Someday, but not today. Maybe we can pull this off. Could heal to 42 and end the fight? Nah. She's buffing currently. That is not her healing. So she's going to outscale our safety here in a second. But now she is healing again. Almost there. Did we just find Blood Doll? No, we gave them max HP. Looks like we can block out. We didn't need the wall up, which would have killed her. And we just need 2 more bites. She's healing now, which means she's not going to die to Hourglass. Oh, Blood Doll. Okay. I thought you were talking about Blood Vial, but yeah, I guess Blood Doll is a different word. Okay, sweet, we get lethal. Okay. Well, we kind of called our shot there. We said we wanted Centurion Mystic to bite to full health, and then we found them and did that. Prostrate Plus. We have a Brilliance. It says plus on it. We've got 2 fastings. 2 fasting pluses, so this blocks for 12. For 0 energy. Yeah, I think we're supposed to take this. Okay. And what are we smithing? If we smith Blasphemy, we don't have to draw it as many times. If we smith Indignation, the vulnerable lasts for longer. If we smith Rushdown, that costs less. Yeah, Blasphemy has a pretty decent argument. Yeah, Blasphemy, basically, if we upgrade Blasphemy, we draw an extra card every shuffle, right? It's pretty good. I mean, I don't see any of these other ones being good, right? Rushdown and Crescendo both save us 1 energy. The rest of them are just numbers. The halt upgrade in particular doesn't matter very much. It gives us like 6 extra block, but like almost all the block is coming from the double proc of the double fasting. So it gets like plus 16 from that. Yeah, let's do Blasphemy. Okay. Bronze Automaton. Hyper Beam incoming. Dang. I guess we block this out, huh? Yeah, we do. I wanted to be in Wrath, though. He took my Blasphemy. What a jerk. Fasting seems good. Do we go after the guy with the Blasphemy, or do we not care? I think we don't care. Dude, when we go into Divinity with all this stats is going to be pretty insane. This blocks for 12. I said it blocked for 12, but like having it actually block for 12 is so silly. Oh, oops, I missed that. I didn't see that he was attacking. Okay, time to go into Wrath. The Vulnerable is going to be ignored, which is unfortunate. He is going to steal Brilliance, which I kind of don't want him to do. So we're going to wallop him to death. We're actually going to let him steal Brilliance first, though. We're going to do 42 damage to him. Oh wait, no, that wallop will kill him, unfortunately. Because he'll be vulnerable. Could bite him. No, that kills him too. If we kill the central boss but not the helpers, do we still get our cards back? Yes. I think we just wallop, bite the middle guy. It's the Hyper Beam turn, and we are not in good shape here. If we kill him, we get Divinity, or we get to exit Wrath. I guess if we kill him, we draw a card too. So we need to draw Vigilance specifically. So let's draw Vigilance. If we kill him, we can take Brilliance and then use it to kill him. So this gets us 2 cards. Oh, we got Vigilance. Great. Okay. No halts here. Oops, I should have used Brilliance while I was in Wrath mode. That was stupid. But it looks like maybe I don't have the energy for it. Yeah, I'd rather just defend, I think. Clue's not bad either. Hyper Beam, more like Hyper Blocked. Alright, let's beat up this guy. Block with safety. He's hitting for 40. We can wallop for 20 and safety for the other 20. Unfortunately, that requires us to use either Eruption or Talk to the Hand to get through armor. If we Crescendo and Eruption on this guy, he dies, and we get back Blasphemy, and maybe that's lethal. This would do 63, and this would do 48. 63 plus 48 is 111, which is only off by a little bit, but it is still off. With the attack bot, it's lethal. But we've already got a plan for blocking this turn, so we don't need to go crazy. Oh. I thought I was going to be able to play safety. So we ended up taking like 28 here when we had lethal. Mistakes were made. Okay. We've got Crescendo Indignation, which doesn't actually make him vulnerable, but it makes him vulnerable, and we can bite him to death. If we just Crescendo and bite, this does 32 damage, and he dies at the beginning of our next turn. So we get Blasphemy with these bites. But then we can't play Conclude. No, we're not particularly trying to not kill boss man. I was just trying to get lots of bites in before the end of the fight. Which is probably stupid. Also, when we Crescendo, we'll draw cards. So I guess let's see what those cards are, and maybe we can just triple bite Hyper Beam guy right now. Whatever. Yeah, we have lethal next turn, right? Next turn's bite. Maybe even Divinity Bite. Okay. Could eat fruit juice, so we have to throw away the potion anyway. Could have just had a bunch of extra health here. If we hadn't messed up. It's okay, we could probably bite somebody to full health in Act 3. Darklings or something. Devotion seems incredibly good. We've got a Prostrate Plus, so we are realistically going into Divinity like once every couple of turns with Devotion. Desex is not good because we have Velvet Choker. Forgebot isn't doing much. It's mostly just upgrading defense. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Maybe not incredibly good. Although, I mean, like, to be honest, like, Devotion is one of the best cards in the game against, like, the Heart. It's like, I'll just go into Divinity and then wallop you. And, like, Devotion lets you do that. It could be a 6 energy deck with Collar. In the important fights. Pretty late for a Black Star to be good. What do we think about Runic Dome? Makes it a little bit harder to tell when we need to play Choker stuff and when it's safe to go into Wrath. So I think that's a no. Yeah, the 2 fastings, so we go up to being a 4 energy deck, basically. Which seems worth doing. I mean, there's no downside to this. The downside to this is, like, quite bad, and this is, I think, less good than being a 6 energy deck in Act 4. Okay, Time Lord first. pretty good against Time Lord. We've got our blue key, but we need to get the other ones. Skipping fires should be pretty easy, because we have Coffee Dripper, and most of our cards are upgraded. We kind of want to avoid a shop. Question marks are good. Question marks are like Mind Bloom and Falling and stuff. Actually, wait. Falling's bad. Falling makes us lose a fasting. Oh no, we just choose whatever the attack is. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The worst case scenario is that Falling hits fasting plus talk to the hand and blasphemy. Yeah, we probably took blasphemy there. It's not that bad. So we want like 3 elites if we can get them. We can do this one, that one, and that one. There's no other 3 elite path. I guess we could start with this one, but then we're skipping a fire and taking a shop, and I don't really want either of those. We have an optional shop here. Gets an extra fire. We probably recall there. Alright, bunch of question marks. Orb Walker. Sure. Yeah, I guess that lost health really doesn't account for much, does it? Only 5 health. Fasting, rush down, defend, halt, blocks out. We can crescendo wallop to block for 50. I dig it. Maybe should have left him with a little bit more health so we could bite him later, but what do I care? Okay. No, I don't think we want any of these. It seems like we mostly just go into Wrath and stay there. Exiting doesn't seem ideal. Bowling Bash, I think, is too late. It's good against, like, Darklings and Spire Elites, Donudeka. We do enough damage already. Art of War or Sapphire Key. It doesn't seem like we do anything with Art of War. Basically completely blank. Also, an extra energy relic is a bit much. So I think we feel pretty good about taking Nunchaku over Sapphire Key earlier. I think Nunchaku's better than Art of War in the deck. This is guaranteed to be a chest. This is the first time I've seen this Minty Spire interaction. Guaranteed chest. Actually, we can get another chest, huh? We do hit this and these two and somehow get another one here. Because we have to skip an elite for that one, and then there's no other ones. Darn. So we probably end up skipping that elite, honestly. Oh wait, we want to go this way though, so we only get 2 question marks, not the 3rd. And so that we'd need 2 more. Which means we're skipping both elites, which I think is probably not what we want to do. Anyway. Chest here. Juzu Bracelet. Fantastic. Good thing we took our Sapphire Key. Who knows what could have happened. Normalities aren't that bad for this deck, and 1,000 gold is pretty good. There's a shop right here. We could go to 1,000 gold and then go to 2 shops and get an extra relic from this question mark. I'm into it. Let's do it. I've had this happen before. You get the normality event and then Tomb of the Red Mask. No thank you. I will not buy a $1,200 Red Mask. Buy a $12 Red Mask. $1,200, no thanks. We are forcing ourselves to recall either here or here if we go right, but we get ourselves an extra relic here. So I think I'm going to do it. The recall here doesn't actually get us anything. And ideally we don't need to rest at the end. I mean, we can't rest at the end anyway, so we might as well just recall at the end. Tiny House giving Juicy Bracelet as a word. Yikes. We've got our classic tiny giant head, both large and small simultaneously. I think there's actually no point for me to hold on to fruit juice anymore. I think we've run out of reasons. I guess Maui head, technically. I kind of want to just attack pot and find Ragnarok, and then crescendo or Ragnarok. Is that necessary? It's really not. But I'm going to go to this shop with so much money. Oh, there it is. I called it, and it came. Defend for an extra slow proc. And this for 230 damage. Yes, sir. Giant head. Welcome to the fight. 3 turns seems like enough. I think we'll be able to get him done in 3 turns. We only get 3 cards, but Wallop is enough to block out by itself, so Indignation, Talk, Wallop is fine. Almost lethal. Not quite. We can't play Halt because of normality. Bonk. Delicious. We could take a 4th Halt. This one's upgraded. 2 normalities, 4 halts. Seems like a Slay the Spire deck. I mean, the halt has been incredible, right? We've got 2 fastings and we're always in Wrath mode. Always being in Wrath mode seems like such a dangerous decision. I'm not sure if this is actually a good idea. Seems like a plan we made a long time ago, though. I don't know if we really have time to pull out of that one. Yeah, it's true. Halt is like such a garbage card attached to such a crazy conditional. It's like, just like 14 additional block for 0? Sure. Why not? I think the deck does want a 4th Halt. I'm gonna take it. Get a collector bonus. Okay, surprise shop. So now there's 3 shops on this path. That's something. We're always going to remove a normality. Let's just do that now, before I forget. We are always going to save 125 gold, so that we can remove the other normality as well. And beyond that, whatever we want to do is fine. Marbles helps us remove artifact charges for the Talk to the Hand that's in the deck. That seems reasonable. We also have 1,000 gold, so we should probably just click on anything that's slightly good. There's no mantra stuff here. Just Lucky with 2 fastings. Fasting pluses. Hits for 12 damage and blocks for 11 and scries for 2. 24 damage in Wrath mode. We're gonna drink this fire pot and buy 2 potions. Oh wait, we're going to another shop next floor. We don't really need to, like, buy everything, right? I don't think we want Abacus or Whetstone. I think I will buy Just Lucky, though. I think we're done here. Foresight's an option, but let's look at the next shop. Okay. Toolbox. A 5th Halt. Duality doesn't quite seem necessary. Let's go ahead and remove the normality here. I think the problem with Just Lucky is we don't have enough card draw to support all these 0 cost cards. We've got like Puzzle and not much else. Toolbox seems really good. Our starting hand size is only 5 cards, and one of them's fasting. So let's pick Toolbox. Toolbox also got me Panacea against the Heart the other day, and I was like, sweet. I'll take a turn 1 Panacea. You don't say. I was hoping for an Orange Pellets here. Still possibly getting an Orange Pellets there. Bronze Scales is okay. It's true. I think we're going to save the rest of the money. 600 is not like such a gigantic amount that we're like going to overwhelm the next 2 shops with our value. And we're going to this shop and the Act 4 shop, so... I feel pretty fine saving it. Duality's nice, but it's just not good with Choker, right? I guess if we get Duality and then we find Orange Pellets gets even better. But that's just silly, right? We don't need that. We'd be like a 6 energy deck with 2 extra decks per turn. Could pick up a second Deceive Reality. First one's been pretty good. Oh yeah, Dupe Pot. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Yeah, Dupe Pot should definitely get picked. That's a high tier potion right there. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done now. I don't think Deceive Reality is good enough. Okay. I'll go to this one because there's a choice, but I'm always going here, pretty much. Regal Pillow. Great with our Coffee Dripper. We could fight an Elite for a Relic, or we could just take a Relic. I'll take a free Relic. The Boot. Really premium quality relics here. Regal Pillow Boot. Goes with our Juicy Bracelet. And we want to go to another shop. And then an Elite. And then Recall. I think so. Oh boy. Can we deal with Spikers? Yeah, I think we're fine against Spikers. Transmutation? $37 damage to Spiker on one. I like that. I guess we also have Hourglass, so Spiker can't kill us. Let's go ahead and remove Exploder as well. Deleted. Secret Weapon would have to hit something for 0, and we are out of Choker time. I guess I'll take 3 random skills that cost 0. Sure, why not? Okay. Tiny Chest from the boot, yeah. Or the boot from Tiny Chest. Okay, so we want to set up an Nunchaku for next fight. I'm actually going to pile this onto Spiker. I'm worried about running out of enemy health to eat. Yeah, we're definitely... He's not going to have enough health to let us eat everything we want to eat. But whatever, we'll get a couple bites in next turn. Or not. I guess I could have defend halted. People are always trying to tell me to, like, get Mercury Hourglass intentionally. I hate Mercury Hourglass. It always messes up my plans. Why would you take an intentional Mercury Hourglass? Maybe if you're some kind of sadist. Oh, did the Tiny Chest give us both Juicy Bracelet and the boot? What a jerk. Tiny Chest, come on, man. Be reasonable. I need like an incense burner or something. We're not like cruising through Act 4 here. Give us some help. Throw a boot at me. That's just rude. 2 Wrath Enters here. Do we need more Wrath Enters? I think we actually might. Well, we've got 3 enters and no exits. So, no? We don't need more? Okay. Good talk. Alright, none of these. Follow-up or skip? I think we're skipping. If we wanted to follow up, we would have taken a Just Lucky at a second Just Lucky. You are awake once more, and all rejoiced at the triumphant return of 4B Labs. Awakened from a nap, most fierce. There's a membership card. We've got 600 gold. Seems like a pick. Other things that are happening. We're going to this shop and an Act 4 shop. Calipers would be good here. Would calibers be good here? I could pick up a Wallop as well. Card to remove a defend. I think I am going to buy Calipers. Calipers, Wallop, card remove seems like the line here. Is it a trip or master strategy? No, it is not. Hopefully I'll watch her win. We'll see. Alright, we're down to 100 money, which is functionally 200 money. Hopefully that's enough for the Act 4 shop. It's not much. Yeah, let's go fight one more elite. Should we fight one more elite? We could take an upgrade and recall. Scariest elite is Reptomancer. We have Gremlin Horn and Preserved Insect. Should be pretty safe. I think it's better than an upgrade. Hey, Panacea's relevant in this fight. Sure. Oh wait, do we Panacea our own fasting debuff or his constricted effect? That Forge Pot could have upgraded it and we'd do both. We didn't buy the Forge Pot. Or we discarded Forge Pot or used it or something? I don't remember what happened to the Forge Pot. The deck is built around having fasting. I think we'll block the other thing. I don't think we even want to play Vigilance. Maybe we should have removed Vigilance. That would have been a thing that we could have done. Wallop blocks out, does a bunch of damage. Doesn't play Talk to the Hand. We could play Talk to the Hand, follow-up Wallop. I mean, follow-up is getting played either way, right? Talk to the Hand blocks for 6, Wallop blocks for 34. We need to block for 45. So 34 plus 6 is not quite enough. So I will double Wallop. Can we get lethal with one card? Any card. Choose a card. Nope. Pressure point counter goes up. Dramatic Entrance seems incredible here. We've got Conclude as well. I already hedged around not getting Conclude. I got 4 cards left, 8 energy left. Good start. 177 damage to Reptomancer on the first turn. I think that'll do. However, we failed to find lethal. We actually block for more if we erupt than if we don't, because they only get 18 extra damage, but I get 26 extra block. Very silly. We want to play as many attacks as possible because of Nunchaku, so let's set it up. Should have played an attack last, but didn't. Oh, right. That. Eternal Feather, it's pretty good with Coffee Dripper. It's not going to pay off at the next campsite, but maybe the Act 4 campsite we get an upgrade when we wouldn't otherwise. Probably doesn't matter. See, Hourglass always messing up my stuff. I was trying to get an Nunchaku set up. Hourglass is like, nah. No setups for you. Sash Whip helps develop Talk to the Hand. We already have a... Our only way of removing Artifact charges right now is Indignation. So I guess we should probably pick Sash Whip. But I'm not very happy about it. Maybe I shouldn't do it. We don't have enough card draw to pick Sash Whip, right? We just need to... Ugh. Yeah, we're just not blocking with Sash Whip. We're blocking with Dex. Sash Whip is too much of a change in the plan. Okay. Floor 49 recall. Is Transmutation good or bad in this fight? Excuse me. So I'll take a Discovery. Can you block? Another Fasting. I guess a Wallop is probably what we want here, because we need to block right now. Do we have a Wrath mode? Then Wallop. Just Lucky's blocking for 7. 7 plus 22 is 29, so we take 3 damage and proc our puzzle. Could have been a triple fasting deck, it's true. But we also would have taken 32 damage on turn 1 and died. Not 32, but 25 or whatever. This is always happening. I think this makes us worse, right? Oh wait, Wallop blocks out by itself. So this just makes our damage go double and sets up for halts later. Okay. Is Just Lucky worth playing? Yeah, it's 27 damage. I think that's worth playing. Blasphemy is not good next turn. Bite is kinda okay. Alright, we played 6 cards last turn. Probably should play 3 cards this turn, so we can play 3 cards next turn. That also lets us set up Nunchaku, so it's like Deceive Reality, Bite, conclude. Did I remove the Bite Plus from the deck? I think I upgraded a Bite and then removed it. Because I removed a Bite, and I upgraded a Bite, and I do not currently have a Bite Plus. So yeah, I think I removed a Bite Plus. Did I not upgrade a Bite? I'm pretty sure I upgraded a Bite. Yeah, I upgraded a Bite right before we healed the full at that one really important time. Oops. He's hitting us for 96. We're in Wrath, but we're frail, so Halt is not that effective. We haven't played the second Fasting yet. So we should dupe pot something. I guess we only allowed 3 cards. So if we're going to dupe pot one, it's probably the Halt. And then we die. So our max block is 14 from this, so 28 plus 6 is 34, plus 12 is 46. 46 plus 59. I guess we survive, technically. Not super comfortable, but I guess I'll take surviving. Oh, I added Prostrate, but I shouldn't, because that's too many cards to play. Also, he's going to get more damage. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, well, that was stupid. Yeah, if your deck's plan is, I'm going to be in Wrath all the time, you should probably come up with a different plan. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that one. Probably should have picked Runic Dome instead of Choker, and then done Talk to the Hand stuff, instead of trying to block by being in Wrath and playing Halts all the time. We did get to do the Normality thing and go to a bunch of shops. That was fun. Ended up getting a bunch of relics from that. Drat. Well, we managed to do it quickly, which is something I said I wanted to do. And we didn't break a win streak because we already broke the win streak earlier in the stream, so that bit doesn't matter. So a couple of interesting wins there, but not quite the. Do you think we were one empty mine short? I was offered an empty mine and didn't take it. I'm not really sure what that deck was supposed to do. Definitely being in Wrath all the time, I think, is a bad idea. No, we actually saw two of them. I think I think one was at a shop and one was a card reward. We might have skipped it for a wallop though. I'm not sure which wallop, but maybe this one. This is like a great Act 2 deck that just went way too far with its Act 2 plan. Like we were trying to blasphemy conclude people in Act 3 basically. And like it kind of worked. We like got through Act 3 at full health, took out some elites. We had really good relics for elites, Gremlin Horn and Preserved Insect. But never really had a plan for the bosses. I wouldn't say it like caught me off guard, but like we needed to do something different. We also just like had a gap turn and Time Lord punished us, right? Like maybe we should have saved ourselves an extra card for the next turn. But I think we were trying to go fast so we could split him before he kills us. And get the Talk of the Hand in the second phase, but dying on turn 3 of Time Lord is very possible.